Ever wonder why homes don't make it to closing? Well, there's three important reasons. Three important reasons why homes don't make it to closing. First one's inspection. When a buyer puts in a contract, they're usually asking for an option period, and that option period entails about a few days, 7, 10 days, whatever, to be able to do inspections. If the buyer finds that there's some issues with the inspection, and there's a lot of issues, they can nearly just cancel the contract within the second, third day of the option period and walk on and find another home. Now, I always tell my sellers, have an inspection done ahead of time to find out if there's any surprises, any issues, so that way you can cover them at that time. Inspection not merely for the buyers, more for the seller, so that they can keep the process keep it going and have it go smoothly. Because you don't want to lose that potential buyer, especially if that buyer is ready to go and ready to buy and excited. Because there's nothing more than getting an inspection and seeing all these things wrong, and the buyer's confidence level and their happiness is just drained because they see everything that's going on with the home. Okay. Now, a good real estate agent will be able to identify when things are just maintenance and when things are actually, huge issues that need to be taken care of. But it's always advisable, get an inspection before you list. So that way you can catch anything that could be surprises, that could damage, that could cancel your contract right on the spot. Okay. Second, your appraisal. As real estate agents, we want to price the homes as good as possible, as close as possible to the market. Okay. We never want to go over, too much, 5%, 3%, or anything like that, because it could kill the deal. A buyer doesn't have the difference to come in with, and most of the time are going to want to renegotiate that appraisal. But some buyers, they don't even want to go there. They'll just cancel the contract and move on because they've realized that the house is overpriced. So you want to be really, really careful when it comes to pricing your home and making sure that you priced it correctly. Because a lot of times, you could lose a buyer right away just by overpricing the home. And now you have to go back to the drawing board and try to start all over again. And then third, buyers have change of heart because it's the biggest investment of their lifetime. And they start thinking to themselves and second guessing themselves, is this the right time? Is this the best house? Should I go look for another home? Should I hold out for more? Should I wait for interest rates? Should I wait till next year? Should I wait till spring? I mean, there's just so many things swarming through the buyer's mind that they're just not sure that this is the home for them. And the last thing you want to do is have them second guess it because the inspection didn't come out okay. The appraisal was a problem. And now they start having change of heart that, maybe this is not the right time for me. So if you can put these three pieces together and understand having a great inspection, at least checking your home before you list it to know that there's nothing going on, okay? Second, making sure that you price your home within the market and stay within the market so that you have some flexibility. And then third, making sure that communication's key. Having a great realtor, having a good title company, having a good loan officer that can all communicate effectively and stay on top of the process. Because the buyer will feel more confident when they get to closing because everything was done and smoothly and got them to closing so they can sign and they're happy. And now the chance of them falling out of the deal is slim to none. So those are important things. If you can follow those things, when you're trying to list your home, you'll realize that losing a deal is impossible if you can handle those three things. This is Gina Garcia. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.